Phoenix Vine Self-Watering Planter Review. G'day folks, Greg here from Small Space Produce, and as mentioned on our journey to growing lots of things in small spaces, lots of produce, we're trialling a number of different things. We love trialling new things and looking for things that are unique, and we're going to take you along on that journey and review some of the products that we use. And this one is a particularly unique one in the Phoenix Vine Terracotta 6-inch self-watering pot. Now this one, it's a bit of a different sort of style of setup, I guess, to your standard self-watering pot, where you have usually the pot, it'll have a water reservoir in the bottom, something to catch the dirt, and then the roots can sort of reach through into the water and suck the water up as they need it. So it's their own little reservoir, their own little pantry to head back to when they need to. Now this is a little bit different. This comes with a glass, and it is actually glass, a glass sort of outer layer, I guess, and then the terracotta pot, which just sits inside, just like that. And the thought being that you basically fill up the glass around the pot, and then the terracotta will basically draw that water in. So keeping in mind that terracotta can be a bit of a challenge sometimes growing things in terracotta because it sucks the water out. The thought here is utilising that to our advantage, where the water sitting on the outside will be drawn in, and the plant inside will be able to take that in as well. So I haven't used one like this before, but it looks really fantastic and really unique. A really good gift idea, I think. So not quite sure what we're going to grow in this one yet, but I think he needs to be indoors. I think he'll look great indoors, probably under one of our grow lights in the lounge. So I'm thinking maybe a chili or a capsicum or something like that. I think will work really well with sort of the terracotta look. Nice little touch. They do give you a little sponge as well. You've probably got a sponge at home already, but essentially that's just because terracotta will discolour. Over time it does get a little bit of sort of patina on it and that sort of thing. So what you can do if that happens is just use a bit of vinegar, soak in a bit of vinegar, and wipe that off, and that'll come clean really well. But I quite like when the terracotta starts getting that slightly aged look myself anyway. I think it gives it a sort of bit of an antique feel as well. So size-wise, there's 4-inch and 6-inch pots. I've gone for 6-inch because I want to do something a little bit bigger in it. But certainly the 2-packs are available as well. And if these ones are of interest to you, jump to our description and comments, and I'll make sure there's a link in there to purchase these. Keeping in mind, of course, that a purchase through us does lead to a very small commission, which we always really appreciate to keep producing our content as well. And look, while you're there, if you wouldn't mind giving us a quick subscribe and keeping in touch with us, we'd really love to know or share with you what we're doing along the way. And certainly feel free to let us know if there's something in particular that's caught your interest that you think we should consider to purchase, and also give a review on. We love hearing from you guys as well. And of course, if you do end up purchasing one of these, let us know how you go. It's a bit of a new experience for us as well. But look, I'm quietly confident, having used terracotta before and seeing how it draws the water out, it should do exactly the same with this porous nature. So that's the Phoenix Vine 6-inch terracotta self-watering pot. We'll get him planted up and then show you how he looks, and hopefully it'll go as planned. All right, the Phoenix Vine self-watering pot, really unique. I really like it. Decision was made, and we've gone for a capsicum in this little fellow. I think, yeah, just the terracotta and the water, and sort of seeing that water, that being a bit of a feature, and as this grows and the capsicum's hanging down, I think it's going to look fantastic. Certainly unique, and we love unique when it comes to growing our produce. And look, obviously time will tell if the watering will sort of work. And look, I'm obviously aware that filling the pot first up with a bit of water inside, so the plant's got that instant access to water, is really important. But look, from there, there's no reason that this shouldn't work, because that terracotta will sink the water in. It's nicely sealed around the top here, so it's not going to be a case of the water evaporating out. We'll know that it's sucked in if it starts going down and down, and of course we can measure the sort of amount that that's taking in just to get a really good feel for it. But certainly no reason that it shouldn't work. We don't think. Now, I think important not to have the water sitting too high, because that essentially could make it quite waterlogged as well. So you're only filling up just a tiny bit in the bottom. When that pot goes in, it'll push that water level up just a little bit. and again just creates a really nice looking and unique little feature plant as well. So all in all, very happy with it. The 6-inch is certainly big enough to grow some things. You couldn't grow anything huge in it, I don't think. Like a tomato would be ambitious, and you know I'm always tempted to be ambitious. But all in all, I think if you're after something really unique and a great little gift idea and a bit of a talking point in growing your produce, this is certainly one for that. It's nice and heavy, so it's not going to blow away too easily if you have it sitting outside. However, this one is destined to join our indoor army as well, and we'll see how he goes in there. So yeah, all in all, certainly worth a purchase, I think. If you're after something a little bit different. Otherwise, just stick with your standard self-watering pots as ample. But if you're after something a bit unique or a gift, then I'd certainly look at this one. And this has been Greg from Small Space Produce, and this has been a Phoenix Vine self-watering planter review.